Go to the Lord, thank you so much for your goodness. Thank you for this amazing community. Oh God, we are continuing this battering ram of prayer because we believe in persistent prayer, very biblically accurate as the persistent widow, like just kept at it. So that's what we're doing for the Jewish people, for Israel. So Father, come. Thank you, Lord. All right, it's May 8th today. And there is Hans. So Hans, let's go ahead and start with you. You share with us what's going on in the Israel Virtual House of Prayer, and for a few minutes. You got to unmute though.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Hi, guys. Hope everyone is doing good. Patricia, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Um, Hey, yesterday's reel was really amazing. I don't know if you saw it, Patricia, but
Oh,
I was seeing the reel, and I found it to be really encouraging. If you guys haven't seen, Patricia is uploading carousels and reels on her social media. We're producing them together. Check yesterday's. I know a lot of people here are are prayer warriors. Like I know a lot of you guys are intercessors, and as an intercessor, I saw it yesterday and I found it pretty encouraging. So if you haven't watched it, go to Patricia's Instagram and you can see the reel. My name is Hans. I help Patricia coordinate the Israel Virtual House of Prayer. We pray for the purposes of the Lord over Israel. And we have the mission of completing 166 hours of prayer for Israel, especially on the times that we are, that it's so pivotal, it's so important. So far, we have 135 hours covered. That's amazing. Now, that number, we've been for 2 weeks in 135 hours. So either somebody leaves and somebody it's added, or nobody leaves and nobody's added. We haven't been able to go beyond the 135 hours threshold. But I'm believing we can do more. We have 31 hours more to cover. And I want to invite you, if you've been on these conversations, and you are not part of this community of being an intercessor, and you've been waiting for a sign, this is your sign. This is the open door. Like maybe you've been like, hey, I've been consistent on the morning prayer meeting with Patricia, and maybe I'm ready to be a prayer leader, but maybe I'm not. Yes, you are. This is your sign. Hans, the Lord sent a Mexican to tell you this is your sign to step in and be part of our prayer warriors. It's really simple. You have number one, connection to internet, and number two, a device that can connect to Zoom. In other words, if you're here, you can do it because you're in Zoom and you have connection to internet. That's everything you need. You can lead 1 hour a week, and I'll be here to help you in any question you have. After I finish talking, I'm gonna leave my email there. You have any question, if you would like to know more about this, how you can sign up, if you have any, like, I'm almost there, Hans. I am almost sure I want to do it, but I have these tiny questions. Let me help you. Let me navigate those with you. I want to be here to support you and make your flow into be a prayer leader the easiest and smoothest as possible. So I'm gonna leave my email there. Please email me. And finally, maybe you are not fully convinced that this is the time for you to be a prayer leader, but you would like tools to grow in your personal time, tools to share with friends how we can pray for Israel. This is such an important topic, and sometimes we don't know how to do it. Also, email me. I would love to send you every week. We update prayer points for Israel, and even if you are not completely convinced of leading, it's okay. Email me. I will share that list with you every single Monday. We send it in Spanish if you speak Spanish, and every single Sunday we share it on English if you're English speaking. So I'm gonna leave my email. Please email me.
Thanks, Hans. That's so helpful. God bless you. That's a really significant, almost 24/7 prayer that we have going on there. So bless you, bless you. Just quick updates from what I can see from the UK election. We can pray about that more later, but there's an anti-Israel Greens who won a mayor's office in Hackney, but the Reform Party really soared. Now, just want to give you an update on the Reform Party in case you're listening to news that says, oh, they're far right. You know what they are? They're a bunch of farmers who started this, who just said, we want to take back our country, the UK, for its founding principles on Judeo-Christian values. And basically, they're very weary of immigration, particularly of the Muslims. So that's what the Reform Party is about. You can look into it more. I listened to quite a lengthy documentary on all those that were from that party. And I would say that they're very reasonable in what they're asking for. They're just saying we need to have transparency and clarity on all that's going on regarding immigration in our country. So anyways, that's that. Okay, Erez. Erez, could you tell people little bragging rights here because you're super smart. I know that. We're on a board together of what's called United Rescue Alliance. And you have businesses both in Israel and in New York, right? Could you just, first of all, give people a window into what you do?
Okay, so first of all, Patricia, thank you so much for having me today with you. And it's not the first time, and happy to be here once again. These days, actually, I was born in New York, but I split the last 2 years between Israel and New York. Currently, I'm in Israel. I came here last week, a week ago. Um, and these days, I'm the CEO and the chairman of the medical imaging company who is bringing which brings a new technology to make the X-ray a three-dimension, including AI, which will take the health system, especially in the U.S., from predictive to preventive. We are exploring these days the deployment stage, and we really bring something new to the market. For example, the last few days we heard about in a few of our customers where the system that the X-ray, the regular X-ray or the traditional X-ray didn't find something in the while scanning, and our system was able to do it. So we are happy to be a lot to do a lot with the transforming the health system to make people aware of these what can be done in order to make our lives much better. The other thing that they do with the AI applications that is being installed in many clinics and hospitals and medical centers in the U.S. and other countries around the world is that we are able to take the systems or the images of the systems and to predict like 3, 4, 5 years cardiac calcium scoring, like heart disease that will take place, bone density related, like osteoporosis and hip fractures, and fatty liver. We're doing full body composition that actually analyze the biological age, and another cooperation that we have with Cedars-Sinai in California that we deal with the aorta. What we are able to do is enable people to identify what will be the situation from their body point of view in a few years' time and treat these possible disease now in order to prevent the future implications. So this is one thing that I'm doing. I'm also dealing with polymonitor remote sensing capabilities in medical centers. And the other thing that I'm doing, I'm chairing one of the largest irrigation companies in the world, where we actually provide solution for places like drought and less water and more yield is our mission. So in those two areas, we are dedicating a lot of efforts to places which are these systems are not available. So to bring like medical imaging affordable solutions to 2/3 of the world that currently don't have access to medical imaging, unserved communities, etc. And this goes both for what I'm saying these days, that I'm dealing with human health and the plant health. So this is
Wow.
with respect to. In addition, I'm chairing the largest rehabilitation hospital in Israel for the last 25 years. I'm teaching crisis management in the university, so interesting and quite a lot. Now, having said
Well,
that, yeah,
I was just thinking that you're not quite busy enough. I think I need to give you more to do. Like, come on, this call. My goodness.
and
But
I'm with Patricia and the United Rescue Alliance that
yeah.
we do a lot of good things. Yeah.
A lot of good things. Now, Erez, when you were on before, there will be new people on this time, though. Just really quickly, and then I want to ask you more currently today what's going on there in Israel. But I'm got this right, I think. Your sister's husband and their child was killed in one of the Intifada terror attacks, correct? Could you just very quickly tell us that story?
Yeah, so almost 25 years ago, in a suicide bomb in Haifa in Israel, my brother-in-law, the husband of my wife's sister,
Wife's
and
sister.
two of their children were killed. She was injured, and yeah, it's 25 years ago, and it's still like feel that it was yesterday. And frankly speaking, in spite of this, I was very heavily involved in a lot of peace-related dialogue with the Palestinians. I strongly believe in the ability to live together side by side, even in the area that we live in, and yeah, that's the situation.
Yeah, that was very difficult. So you're in Israel right now. I'm not sure if you're tracking, but I just noticed again that Iran, struck or tried to strike some of the U.S. vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. I do know that obviously Trump, you can just feel it. He's trying not to engage too much. We've got the gas prices here. You got a lot of people that don't like the war. You got but no resolution yet. What's going on there? What's the word in the ground? What are you feeling, or what are you, from your perspective, how can this community of intercessors from Europe, Canada, and America, how can we pray?
So we are getting close to the 1,000 days since the October 7th. It's what we call the 1,000, not 100, 1,000 days of war.
Wow.
Uh, and we are dealing with a few fronts: the Iran, the Houthis in Yemen, the Gaza, the Lebanon, and still the Palestinians in the West Bank. So altogether, I would say that there is a major impact on the population. So Israel, on one hand, the people are very resilient. Are we have normal lives, and we work, we even enjoy. We go to to the theater to listen to music. To You see that many of the restaurants and coffee places are quietly are open, and people are getting there. But at the same time, especially in the north, a lot of people did not come back from after the war. So I would say
Right.
40% of the people did not come back to their homes. My One of my daughters live not far from the Lebanese border, and in the Iran war, that the first one and the second one, the children had to sleep in the shelter. They don't have time between the missile or the rocket or the until they have to go there. So one of the drones destroy one of the homes in their kibbutz. Now, nothing happened to the people because they were in the shelter, but it's not an easy time to live in. So we are still facing a lot of difficulties as a result of this situation. We are, as we say, we live by what when and what will be the next tweet of Trump, President Trump. And he, I would say, he has probably he's the most influential individual right now on our lives.
Wow.
Um, so this is one. We are actually the discussions in the streets or in the people in the workplace is that we are facing probably another attack by Iran in the next I don't know week or two. Every time that President Trump postponed
Yeah.
the attack on Iran is gives us some time to breathe. I would say that as a result of what's going on in Israel and the other thing that we have since the stock market in the financial markets in Israel are very strong, surprisingly.
It's amazing.
And but on the other hand, the shekel, the Israeli shekel, is super strong vis-a-vis the dollar. And right now, it may have a major effect on his a major effect on the export. So we're
Mm,
getting
mm,
less shekels on the dollar. So a lot of global companies are reconsidering all the time whether they want to keep the business in Israel or they want to take it out of Israel. This is a major issue right now from the economy
oh,
point of view.
okay.
And the last thing that I would say that and it's a major issue that the people are talking is the number of people that are suffering from post trauma in Israel as a result of what happened in the last
Yes.
1 days.
Okay.
The other thing that we're exposing these days is that from Lebanon we have a lot of explosive drones that are
Mm,
actually killing people like every other day. We have another soldier or two that either were injured or were killed by this, and this is something that we haven't found a solution for this yet.
mm,
Um, we do hope and we do pray that something will happen in the Lebanon area where the government of Lebanon will take control and will isolate the Hezbollah effect on Israel. And there are discussions with them. Um,
mhm.
right now, we don't see a progress in the Gaza area where
Right.
the peace force is supposed to be there.
Mhm.
So it's another issue that we are still facing. And Iran, it's still a major threat on our lives.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording because I want